Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris News.
Don't be too early.
Platform change.
Shacked up. Festive means foods.
It's Santa. I know him.
It's a pay raid. Bye bye, Big Apple. Lucy, where's your microphone?
I don't know. Because I've been all over the place today. Upstairs.
Well, he must have because it was on the table before. Lucy's wandered off without. Hi there, hello there. Welcome to the Bro Show. For now, something weird just happened. We were all ready to start. I sorted out the microphones. I gave them to both Hugh and Lucy, and neither Hugh or Lucy put their microphones on. And I said, "Get ready." Well, they both said yes.
I managed to get mine on in time.
Oh, good.
Right, we're okay. Lucy's found it.
For anybody who are listening, if there was any funny noises then as Lucy's come running down the stairs, I apologise.
Honestly, I've got the attention span of like a chihuahua with E numbers in it. Because I've been up and down the stairs about 5 times. And every time it was to get my phone. And every time I came down without my phone, but a new thing. I kept coming down with lipstick on. I kept coming down with these teddies. And then I'd be like, why isn't my phone in my hand?
It's making noises.
Is it?
Is it indeed? Really bad sound, it says.
But do you know what? You get this on like ITN News all the time, don't you? Someone's forgot to put the microphone on and has to run to the bedroom.
Yeah.
That's too close.
I'm going to have to figure out all the clips and stuff because I'm only just getting you plugged in.
This is fun.
Yeah. Get yourself fastened
Shall
on,
I just keep
Lucy.
talking and tell
Get
me
yourself
if it's
fastened
alright?
in, and we'll figure it out in a second.
How does that sound? Is everyone happy?
Yeah, it sounds alright.
Is that alright?
Okay.
Good.
I'm keeping an eye on the clippage over here.
Yeah, I don't know if the sound levels are. Well, it's alright. It's alright. There's just don't nobody move, okay?
Yeah. It's not helped by the fact that these jelly teddies on here actually crinkle. I will do it once and then stop. They are crinkly teddies, and
Wow.
I've got bells on my shoes.
I like the honesty from Cheryl. She says, like
Really
you said,
bad
really bad
sound. Yeah.
We need telling. That's constructive feedback. I can
Now, to be absolutely fair, we've chosen to sit in a different room today, as we said we were going to do last week, and so the time's been taken setting stuff up to begin with. And what's up, Hugh?
There was all of a sudden there was a sound.
Is that when I did that?
Let's not start properly. Let's just.
The problem that I've got at the moment is that I can't see where that sound's coming from, and you're listening to it on delay, so I don't know when it's happened. But we can't do much about that, unfortunately. All the buttons, all the levels and everything are all saying we're not clipping and everything's okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to trust that. Nobody move.
Nobody move.
Everybody sit nice and still. Don't move, and it'll all be fine, probably. Yeah, and then next week we'll get it better.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I'm not very good at stillness. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
I deliberately wore a collared shirt today because I thought it was about time
Hi
to sort this out.
guys! Things have happened in the world of Disney, and things have happened in the world of the rains.
And America.
Yeah. We're here for some light-hearted bants, and that would suck us down a particularly gruesome rabbit hole, wouldn't it? Has anything exciting happened in the world of the Fletchers this week?
Has anything? Well, we've had a week full of dog.
Had a week full of dog.
So we're 2 weeks in with dog now, and it's pretty good. We've had her off the lead actually this week, which has been quite cool. She runs about like an absolute nutter doing figure eights around me as fast as she can. It's brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. Bonnie enjoyed that detail
Yeah.
greatly.
You need to come meet her, Bonnie.
Bonnie is in the room with us today because we've had a change of location, so you're going to see her forehead now. Hello. Hello, she's going to sit back down. Right, who have we got in the chat? Who are our sound checking crew today?
Who are they?
Hiya. Joey was first in the chat today. And Joey comes flying in with a question. And the question is, well, as well as saying, hey lovelies, hoping for more festive news, question this week is, which Disney film do you think is highly underrated for its musical content? Mine is Tarzan.
Underrated
Yeah.
for its musical content.
Robin Hood. I think it's just underrated in general, but I grew up with it, and that whole oodle-lally, golly, what a day is gold.
Yeah, I absolutely love Robin Hood. I completely agree with you. Sorry, I'm distracted by the sound of what's
In fact,
going on.
while I'm at it, one of my favourite Disney songs ever, and I never talk about this, is Every Town has its ups and downs. You can record that for me sometime if you want to.
Oliver and Company.
I was going to say that.
But I don't mean it.
Not in Nottingham.
Tell me what's better than I thought it was going to be. Is it me? Is it me that's the problem?
I don't know.
I get a feeling it is.
I took mine off a moment ago and it didn't make any difference.
Mic being rubbed or something.
Yeah.
That
Hang
might
on,
be me.
I am going to rub my mic now just quickly. Right, so mine keeps clipping, I know that. I've noticed that. I apologise to everybody for just deafening you then. Right, I think possibly the problem is my mic in my pocket is causing the issue.
I also think, now, these might not be underrated, but they're just underrepresented, and that's Hercules, brilliant music,
I think that's it.
and
I think
and Hunchback of Notre Dame, amazing music, but I think it does get the love it deserves. Hercules is coming to the West End. They've started pre-sales, you know.
Yes, I know. Joey's bought tickets. What was I going to say? Oh, Home on the Range surprised me with its music.
Yes.
Really surprised me. I think we were all a bit shocked by that, being better than we thought it was going to be. Who else? Yeah, I've moved my mic out of my pocket now, and it doesn't seem to be clipping as much.
Yeah, I think it was that.
They are old mic receivers, and I think that's the problem. Anyway. Oh, Goofy movie, someone says.
Do you know we've only done one? I'll crack on.
Oh, yeah.
Evening, guys. Evening, guys, says John. Watching the first day of the Christmas parade at DLP yesterday has got me feeling so Christmassy now.
Oh, yeah,
says John. Hey to Kelfie. And Bonnie is here under her own account this time.
Oh,
We've
hello,
got
Bonnie.
Elle in the chat who says, evening all, evening all. A bit deep, but I've had a stressy week, so looking forward to some Disney goodness and your marvellous sense of humours to cheer me up. Well, now that the static has gone away.
Now that I've got my microphone from the other room, I'm hoping that we can deliver.
I hope we can cheer you up, Elle. Hello to Andrew and Sugar Sweet Samantha, a.k.a., I don't know if you've heard, guys, in some circles, is known as Sugar Sweet Mama.
That's what she said.
Yeah. And we've got Jade in the chat as well. Hi, Jade. Sugar Sweet Samantha also says Hercules. And John says, mine would be Hunchback, such a great soundtrack.
Yep.
Lisa, evening all. For my underrated movie music, I'd say Brave, albeit it's Disney Pixar. But the two Julie Fowlis songs are great. Fowlis? The lovely lullaby, Noble Maiden Fair, and Connolly singing More Do, also fab.
Can I just say, I don't like deciding what is the best underrated something. I find it a bit of a funny thing when people talk about things being underrated, because it depends what circles you're in as to what's underrated and what's not. Like Hercules should never be classed as something that has underrated music in it.
That's
because
true.
people appreciate it.
It's
people
very
love
rated.
it. Zero to Hero is considered one of the best Disney songs ever, so therefore Hercules isn't underrated.
Can I give you an
Underrated would be something like Oliver and Company.
perhaps?
But no, it wouldn't though, because it's Billy Joel, isn't it? And it's and it is it. However
An
it is.
equivalent
And
of
it's-
this. Sorry.
Sorry, no, go.
An equivalent of this is I read I think it was a big newspaper. I think it was a Guardian article this week that said Wolf Hall propelled virtual unknown Mark Rylance into superstardom.
What?
And there's two things going on there.
Hello.
First of all,
flop on Bing.
he really, he really wasn't an unknown.
No.
He's been known for decades. And B, I don't think you can argue it's propelled him to superstardom either. Do you know what I mean? I think he's exactly as known as he was before Wolf Hall, basically.
What when you call something underrated in a media kind of term, in a pop culture kind of term,
Yeah.
what you mean is that you think it's really cool and you think that other people don't, and that isn't always true. In fact, in most cases, it probably isn't true.
Interesting.
So I think it's very difficult to find something that is genuinely underrated that people know about.
You're talking about logical fallacies, my friend.
A little bit.
A little bit.
And hello to Ruthie, Jen, and Ed, and Jade, and Cheryl, and Pat, and Andrew, and Emily, and Cheryl, and Jade again, and Joey again, and Jen, and Pat, and Stan from the Solo Show, and Cool Pasty, and Cheryl, and Dapper Vanta Crew, and all the rest of you. Sorry if I missed anyone, which you probably have. Emily, and Morris, and all those guys.
I'm sat cross-legged, and Lucy just affectionately grabbed my foot then.
It's all right.
It's all right. I understand where you're coming from, Chris.
I'm glad it was your foot.
Although Cheryl has sort of peppered that potato with Grease 2 is underrated.
Oh, well, yeah.
And I think that is fact.
We love Grease 2.
Logical fallacy or no logical fallacy?
We all love Grease 2. Prefer it. We all, three of us prefer it.
Therefore, it's not underrated, is it?
We've done this before.
We rate it.
Yeah, in
So
this
it's not
house,
underrated?
it's pretty rated.
On this show.
It's probably overrated in this house,
Not just
actually.
in this house. but on
Emily
this show.
says, hello, I'm a fan of
Well, I
Enchanted.
meant it in the 37 Disney Street house.
There is some good music in Enchanted.
Yes, and Chad does have some good music in it. I agree. I wouldn't call it an underrated film.
dreaming of a true love kiss.
Wow, I'm pedantic today.
Let's do some news.
Let's do some news. Bong.
I think I have a feeling we're slightly
I
off
missed
our
the
game.
static noise.
Okay.
Bring it back.
Don't be twirly. Now, would somebody on the couch like to translate to the rest of the world what we think a twirly is?
Pig's tail.
Well, Chris's sister taught me what this was. She said, "Are the twirlies here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, the twirlies. Yeah,
And I said,
at the
"The
theatre we're
twirlies?"
involved in, yeah. There's a nickname for the people who arrive too early.
Too early.
And they say, "Are we twirly?" Sorry, are we twirly?
Yes, you're twirly.
You are too early.
So yeah, they call them the twirlies.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? It's great, that.
It's the thing. Oh no,
twirly
here come
woos.
the twirlies.
Twirly woo.
Right, so don't be twirly. There's some rides. Disneyland Paris, in their wisdom, during the winter season, have decided that some rides are going to open later than park opening. Now, bearing in mind, on most days, park opening would officially be 10, with early magic hours from 9:30. So, Snow White and 7... Actually, I'll do this in a different order. Cars Road Trip will be 11 a.m. Autopia,
Damn.
11 a.m.
Okay.
Pays to Constantine and Casey Jr., 11 a.m. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You were waiting, weren't you?
I was
4
I was
o'clock.
reaching for the bell. I thought you were going to say dwarves.
Noon.
Noon.
Noon?
I'm just going to give you my immediate thoughts on this.
Noon?
Well, first of all, they're doing this to save money because they don't. It's paying staff. It's that simple. Now, with Cars Road Trip and Pays to Constantine blah 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 and Casey Jr., they're right at the back of the park, and they are very unlikely to be things that you would rope drop. Nobody's rope dropping Cars Road Trip. If you are, you need to have a word with yourself. So it's like, well, that's fine. So they don't get any decent queue until 11 a.m. because it takes people an hour to get there. And you're like, I totally understand that. Both outdoor rides as well. And as winter sets in, it is going to be really cold at 8 a.m. in the morning when the staff would have to start doing the ride checks. They probably have to start earlier than that, I don't know. Now with Autopia, people do rope drop that because it gets very big queues later on, and if you're there for a several day trip, by the third, fourth day you've probably done the other big ones you want to do, and you kind of want to make sure you can get on that. However, I was thinking another outdoor ride that relies on engines, and I was wondering if temperatures had something to do with that, and the fact that the staff would have to come in very early to do all the checks they have to do.
Maybe, but I mean, the little two-stroke engines, aren't they? They're pretty reliable.
I'm doing excuses here.
I don't think that's a thing. Think of the emissions that they're going to save on though.
But
by not opening earlier.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, noon. So that's 2 hours, 2.5 hours after early magic hours, 2 hours after park opening. It's right in the middle of the park. It gets long waits, so it's not like they're trying to condense the amount of waits they have for the rest of the time. What are they doing with that? What's the thinking with that?
And it's indoors, you know.
It's
You're
indoors.
going to want to be
Yeah.
keeping warm at this time of year.
I don't know. Is my answer. It is simply to save money on staffing, but I understand that when it's a decent decision. I think Cars Road Trip, it just makes total sense to me.
Are they going to close Pinocchio when they open Snow White?
They haven't said so. It's really, like, that's the other thing. I thought if there was a logistical reason, they'd close Pinocchio as well.
Yeah.
Because there's no difference between those rides. Really odd. And also the fact that it's noon, not 11, confuses me. Because it was like, oh, if we have this batch of rides that open at 11, fair enough. But we've had an extra hour. I'm really confused by it. Now, I said, have they ever done anything like this before? And people pointed out that they used to close the Storybook Boat Ride and Casey Junior seasonally. And I do remember that when we went in 2017, they just weren't open full stop. And at the time, I presumed that was a weather thing. And the fact that the boat ride is a water ride and might freeze and have problems with that. But now it's open, but only limited hours. It's odd. Anyway, this is going from the 16th of November to the 5th of January. So it's going right over the busy Christmas period as well.
That seems a little bit odd, doesn't it? To do it through that busy period when they are, like last week, half term, they were closed because they were at capacity.
Yeah.
Which means that they are busy at the moment.
Boxing Day, New Year's Eve,
It'll
New
be a
Year's
sellout.
Day, absolute cheek to jowl kind of stuff,
So
isn't
then they
it?
don't have enough employees at this moment in time to be able to manage full capacity, so they're not able to open everything. But that just means the queues are going to be bigger on the rides that aren't open first thing in the morning. So maybe this is about making sure they can get everybody through the gates, and that certain people are having to man gates before they can go and do the rides and things. I don't
Perhaps.
Cool Passy says Alton Towers has done this lately, and all it does is make other queues longer.
Yeah.
Cynic would say it's so people buy fast passes on other rides.
Oh, would a cynic say that? Would they?
A cynic or anyone who's
Well,
been to a
luckily-
Disney park lately.
On this podcast, we are endlessly positive. So we would never say anything so cynical, would we, Hugh?
No.
Tell you what, I'm parched.
I am.
Oh, sorry, I have to reach up to reach the button today. There you go.
Ole! It's showtime! All together! Your tiki 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 cup in your tiki 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 cup. Well, you made
Have you got
yourself
one
a
cup to
barrel
finish
and
today?
drink it up from your tiki 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 cup.
I forgot, Chris. We were getting some Christmas stuff out of the garage, and there were hats on these cups.
I
that
did
we-
wonder where the hats were last week.
Yeah, because now I remember that Chris warned us if the lid's not on properly, it can come off, as he found,
Yep.
you know, much to his displeasure when it went all over his kitchen. Yeah. So what are we having today, Chris? Because you brought in some drinks.
I spotted these in the garage.
Is that a coconut?
It's Dr. Pepper coconut.
Hey,
Creamy coconut.
creamy coconut.
Yeah.
Oh my, this
Yeah.
is
I
yes.
don't know whether you like it or not, but
I do like it. And I haven't even had it yet.
The situation is, I shouldn't drink stuff like this with my braces in. But
Ah.
also, the other situation is, I'm gonna. So.
But also,
There you go.
Hugh, that's not all. For I messaged you this week.
You did.
I'm going to rustle a bit now. I'm sorry. This is like bringing back the static, so the solo show will be happy. Stan Solo
Yeah.
will be very happy because
Stan said his static noise was underrated.
there's static noise for everyone. It's not static noise. It's a bag of Cheez-Its. These are called Cheez-Its Snapped, and they are cheese and chili flavoured. And I am absolutely in love with these at the moment.
Oh,
They're
dear.
not overly spicy, but they've got a nice enough kick of spice that makes them incredibly Moorish, which is what you want with your chili, isn't it?
Yes.
So I said to Hugh, you have to buy some of these. And he said, oh, where can I get them? And I just said, I'll bring some this week, then you can try them. And if you don't like them, I don't feel like I've sold him a dud.
Can I just say a bit of business while we're snacking? I have finally uploaded my third instalment of our May/June trip, and I forgot.
Oh, it's a cracker.
The second one actually ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, and then I left it for like 3 months. So that's on now. That's on my channel, Hugh Rain, or it's on our channel under the playlist Disney Trip Videos. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, so it's on there now. I was going to add an extra 10 minutes at the end of the video where I was talking through some photographs I'd taken, but that was too spotty even for me. So I am going to release that, but as a separate video. Yeah?
Excellent.
Chris has got a look on his face like he really likes the Dr.
Guys,
Pepper.
I'm not going to lie, this is pretty special.
I'm enjoying
This
so far. Once
creamy
again.
coconut Dr. Pepper's, highly recommend. They also have a strawberries and cream version and a vanilla float version as well, but I thought coconut was more in keeping with the show.
These are great.
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah. But I can't eat too many because it'll get annoying for the listeners.
And they do get a little bit stuck to the roof of your mouth, so maybe we wait until...
Oh, they are good.
Maybe we wait and eat these during the EMT show.
Yeah.
Somebody's asked if I crocheted the blanket behind us. Sadly, I did not. We went through a phase of going to vintage furniture fairs, and at one point, I'm looking around to see if it still is, every piece of furniture in our living room was an antique, well, vintage, shall we say. Now we bought a new sofa.
That's it.
Because
Just a sofa.
the one thing I wouldn't recommend is buying a vintage sofa. We did buy one. We kept it for like 5 years, didn't we? But it just kind of caved in the middle. It's, the springs were not up to task. Yes.
I still like it. It's in the garage.
It's still in the garage.
It is incredibly festive in this room today. You guys can't see this. But
I'm thinking EMT, we turn the camera around
we could
and
do
a
that.
little tour.
But there's a tree, one of 2 trees in the house, I've noticed.
3 trees in the
3 trees
house.
in the house, so I haven't noticed the 3rd tree. And there's even a present under the tree already. This is serious Christmasing.
We put our tree up and we've hung some tinsel things.
Yeah.
Not tinsel,
You know,
foil
last
things
week
from the
when I
ceiling.
gave you that really good advice about letting Christmas creep into your house slowly, start with a candle, then change the sheets and all that. Yeah, we didn't do that. Basically, we invited an elf into our house and he threw up in our living room and now it's covered in tinsel. That's what we've done.
Tanya is asking, by the way, about the blanket, did you take a picture of the finished Disney blanket that we collated for our charity show?
Yes, we did. Several, I think, before we sent them off. We will repost those if they've not been up for a while.
If you go on the Facebook page, there should be pictures up, I'm sure. I think Andrew put a picture up as well, didn't he? Did he?
I think he
imagining
did,
that?
yeah, once it was in his house.
So go and have a look on the 37 Disney Street, the Disneyland Paris Show page on Facebook, and flick back through some of the recent images, and there should be some pictures there.
There's some close-up images on our Instagram page, but not the whole thing. So maybe we'll pop it on there.
I hadn't sewn it together at that point. It was in 3 bits.
I should do it now,
And
actually.
so we kind of arranged it artfully so no one could tell.
When was the charity show?
September. Early September. You should really start a new one.
21st, September 21st.
I think it'd be rude not to. We got a certificate. I said this last week, and I haven't brought it again this week. We got a certificate from.
A certificate?
Yeah, from the charity.
Do you know
to
what?
thank us for the efforts, everybody.
To be really, really, really sincere here, this morning, and I can't remember what set me off about it, we were talking about that blanket, and I said, I just can't believe we did that. And I'm so grateful to everybody who contributed. I said, the amount of hours that complete strangers put into that. Well, do you know what? You don't feel like strangers because we chat to you every week. It was such an achievement for everybody involved. And the fact that we raised over £1,500, sometimes I can't put that in context in my brain. And we're not even nice people. And we did that.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. I'm all right.
I have a cancerous soul, but I mean, that's for me and my therapist to
You
work
affectionately
through.
grabbed my foot earlier, so I think that you're all right.
Small kindnesses. So I want to do something like that again. Now we could do the same thing again, because to be honest, I think it's very fertile soil if people want to do that when we do charity work next year. Or if anyone's got any other suggestions of some epic crafting, community crafting mission we can do to raise money,
Are we
just
going to
please let me
become
know.
a modern day Challenge Annika?
I think perhaps we will. I wouldn't be sad with that. Anyway, we've got more news to get through. I can't waffle forever. I probably could, but there's been a platform change at Disneyland Paris. Now, thing is, I think this is over now, but it's also, I found it so interesting, so I wanted to share it with you. That this week just gone, when they changed things from Halloween to Christmas, they put up massive construction walls around Town Square, in the centre of excuse the hiccups, Town Square. And they opened the Fantasyland train station so that they could close the Main Street station so that people couldn't see over the construction walls. So they must do this every year. But I did not know that. So if you've been there this week, you will have noticed that the Main Street train station was shut. But if you're there from now onwards, I believe it is open again because there's no longer a need.
Do you remember when all the stations were open?
No.
No, me neither.
I do actually. When we went in 2004, I know for a fact they were all open because we went on that train a lot and we actually used it for transport and we got on and off it. But since we've been going again since 2017, when we really started our obsession, I don't think they've ever all been open.
Well, Frontierland station has been shut a long time, hasn't it?
Frontierland has, yeah.
It's never been open any time I've been.
Has Discoveryland been? I've never got off Discoveryland.
I have.
Oh, is that
yeah.
open?
We did the full we did the full circuit from Discoveryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a mic buzzing again, but we don't know who it is. Okay. Right, so I'm going on. Shacked up. So the food chalets are back in Fantasyland. They were here during the summer. Well, not just during the summer. They only went away a few weeks ago. Selling just general small snacks and things. A bit like they do in the Plaster Remy. But in Fantasyland. And they've gone away and they've come back with little Christmas trimmings. They look a little bit more... They've got a bit of fake snow on them. Sorry, not fake. Illusionary snow on them. And they will be serving winter treats and winter themed menus from now till March the 16th. Cool. Well, from now? Yeah, from November the 9th. That was yesterday, wasn't it? So that is an extra little something. I think we may snack from those when we go shortly. I should have asked for people's countdowns because I already saw some. And then me and you started talking about...
Hugh's listening again because of...
I've
been told there's a buzz on the mic again.
Yeah, it's buzzing away.
Still?
Yeah.
Just constant? Okay, I'm going to switch mine on to mute. Stop when I do that.
I'm going to keep talking now. Bye Big Apple. New York style sandwiches. I know this is everybody's favourite. Is it stop buzzing?
Oh, this is such a nuisance.
I'll try mine.
Okay, I know this is everybody's favourite eatery in the village. Many of you have never been there. It's a bit of a sandwich shop opposite the Earl of Sandwich, which is infinitely superior. But that will close permanently because of the general refurb in the village from December the 1st. End of operating day on December the 1st as part of the remodel. But it's got a special menu to celebrate the fact they're closing. It's got the Happy End menu. I know. That sounds a little bit massage parlour, doesn't it?
Just a little bit.
To me.
Oh my word, that does not work in translation, does it?
No. So, do you know the weird thing is? It's not been translated. The French version is calling it the Happy End. Probably not realising the things. Past discounts are available, and it looks like a chili cheese dog.
It's back again.
And a bottle.
I bet it does.
And chips, and a cupcake with a guitar on it.
Oh.
And a bottle of water. I'm presuming the bottle of water is any soft drink. So I don't know why you would, but if you really want to celebrate or commiserate the end of New York sandwiches before the 1st of December, you can do so with this new menu. There's going to be a lot of dead air because we are trying to sort out this mic situation at the same time. And Hugh was just taking away the source of my power.
It's really hard to concentrate when you can hear yourself talking back in the
I took Lucy's phone away from the microphone, and it's that. You remember this happened before?
Oh, okay.
Lucy's phone too close to the mic, doesn't like.
Only
it.
Lucy's as well.
Yeah.
It's interesting though because I need that because it's got all the news on it.
Can
so
you do that from here?
I can try.
Sorry guys, we moved into the living room today because we thought it might be nice and cosy, and also the sound's a lot damper, and then we've just had nothing but problems.
Right, well, I tell you what we can do, which will not include my phone, is festive means food. Oh, no, let's work up to that. It's Santa. I know him. I keep getting your foot.
It's okay. It isn't. It's just there, isn't it? That's where it is. Hello.
Santa.
Oh, my word. There's holes in the bottom of my socks.
I know him. So Santa is now in residence at Arcade Beta in Discoveryland, which is the most glamorous location I think Santa has ever been.
Arcade
in
Beta.
A disused arcade at the back of Hyperion Cafe. But no, jokes aside, this is where they tend to do the pop-up meet and greets for the annual pass holders. It is an elevated meet and greet spot, and from now until December the 24th, when he starts to get a bit busy, Santa will be there to meet your little ones. Yay! He's in the same outfit he wears in the parade, and the reason he's there is that it is officially Christmas in Disneyland Paris. Did you know this?
Is it?
It is.
Officially.
Officially. So let me tell you some things that are going on. I'm going to keep hiccuping because of the Dr. Pepper. There's lots of characters who are now in their Christmas outfits. Notably, we've got Jack Skellington in his Santa outfit. All he had to do is go and get changed because he was there last week, not in his Santa outfit. We've got Winnie the Pooh in his hat, and we've got all the Fab Five in their Christmas outfits. Fun times. There are decorations everywhere. I started to list and talk about my favourites, but honestly, they're just all over the place, and they are glorious because it's Disneyland Paris. I will say the Disneyland Hotel looks particularly sumptuous at the moment.
Is it popping?
It's absolutely rocking, and they've got some figurines in for this magical timekeeping show that they're going to do. We've got a new end to the Electric Sky Parade. So we've got a Christmas augmented Electric Sky Parade.
Is it lasers
No, it's still drones.
that shoot at the audience?
Do they go in the shape of a Christmas tree?
I did not watch it because we will be watching this for realsies pretty soon.
There just better be some of the Muppet Christmas Carol in there. I'd be very disappointed if there isn't.
They won't do that. I don't
No,
think
they
they'll
won't
do
at all.
that.
They won't. They
We're
won't
just
do
not
it.
that lucky.
But I'd like to see it.
There is a show in the Hyperion. It's Let's Sing Christmas at Videopolis. This is a really good venue for a Christmas show. I just wish they had shows there year round. They used to back in the day. I remember seeing Mulan and stuff like that there. But
Was that where that was?
yeah. Do you remember that? With the Chinese acrobats
It's
going...
weird. The first time you go somewhere like that, and then you don't go for years, like, I had all sorts of, like, memories of where things were, and I remember kind of walking along a ridge to get to that theatre, like, with grass on either side, and that's just doesn't exist. I don't know where that was.
I wonder if that was the Frontierland Theatre, because we saw Tarzan there, did we?
No, it was when we went to see Mulan.
Oh.
And also, for some reason, I recall the storybook boat ride going around the castle.
Do you know I do?
Oh no, going at least like around through the Alice labyrinth, and maybe past that castle. I don't know. It's very odd.
Interesting memories. Anyway, so that's got like a full choir. I presume this will be a thing where they swap the choirs out, because I know Aaron has performed in choirs there at Christmas, haven't they?
Yeah.
So they've got a full choir, all in the red and the fur. It looks amazing. They've got the Fab Five. Clarabelle comes on stage. Big old singing old hootenanny. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, Clarabelle. We've also got the Mickey's Dazzling Christmas Parade.
That was a new jingle.
Going on. Now, when we're there, it's on at 3:40 and 5:20, and I think 7:30 as well. But at the moment, I think it's only on at 5:30 and 7:20 or something. I don't know. Now that's going to bring me. Oh, you can get a badge that's available at Disney hotels. If you're staying in Disney hotels, there's an enchanted Christmas badge. Just go and ask for it at the desk and get yours for a souvenir.
Is it a button badge?
It is a button badge.
I wish it was a pin badge.
Pin badge is more expensive than button badges.
Oh no.
So the parade. This is my next piece of news. It's a pay raid. There is a a VIP viewing area that is reserved that you can pay to get into. So it's €21 for reserved.
Of course it is.
Of course it is per
Each.
person. And
So
it's
if you three go and do this, that's €63.
Yes.
Good maths.
For you to sit and watch oh my word.
a parade that you could watch somewhere else.
I
Now
mean,
the
maybe
thing
it's
is,
amazing.
the majority of the hub has been cordoned off for this purpose that we've seen. So they could not do this, and people could stand on the hub and pay nothing. But they've cordoned it off so that you can pay to stand where you could already stand. It's a thing. And my biggest question is how many of these will they sell? Because it very
Loads of
quickly becomes not a perk.
Becomes as bad as other places.
It does.
If we paid £63 and we were in there and the view wasn't perfect, I would be kicking off.
So this is
you're not paying for the view, you're paying for the atmosphere.
Paying for the elite feeling of being in there. I wonder if it would be like on extras. You know, when he goes into that VIP area in that club, and he ends up sat on the edge of the VIP area with a rope, and he's sat on the same bench as the guys who haven't paid to get in there. His manager and Barry from EastEnders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just thinking of that scene.
Andrew Palmer says, not even a seat, let alone a rain cover. Ed Swan says, horrific decision. I'm glad that you've been, clear about what you think of this, guys.
Hey guys, don't hold back.
I know. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen when we go at the end of November. We are, first of all, on our first day, we're having dinner at Waltz, and we have booked a table at 2:45, 2:45, 3:45. So we will still be there when the parade starts at 3:40, or we'll make damn sure we are. And we're hoping we might have a window seat, and we'll be able to tell you whether or not we can see the parade, what it's like. If we don't get a window seat, we'll tell you what the experience is like.
We won't get a window seat. It's us.
We did.
And then,
Yeah, but you're not us. We don't
No,
get
that's
anything. We
true.
don't get anything like that.
And then, on another day, we are also, and this is for you guys, this isn't for us, this is for you, we're going to pay to get into that VIP area so we can tell you.
Are we? We're doing this?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're doing this. We're doing it for the content. So we can tell you what the view's like, what's better, is it worth it? Because let's face it, Waltz is expensive too. And then who knows? On a third day, we might just stand in our usual spot opposite Bellanote and see which is better.
It'd be better.
You're going to go do the parade 3 times.
It'll be better. It'll be better content for me, and I'll actually be happier.
Yeah.
Conversely, if we pay to get into that VIP area and it's rubbish,
What if you?
because then I'll be able to go to town.
What if it's totally underrated?
What if
and it ends up being amazing?
what if it's just like fine?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. I can't imagine I'm going to be saying that was worth it.
What if you €10 like it?
Yeah, I'll say so.
See, the thing is with anything like this, they can't go for €10 because everybody would go, €10, yeah, all right. They have to get it to that height where enough people don't want to do it, but they do sell enough. Do you know what I mean?
They don't though, because that's a nonsense. Because if they have 100 seats at €10, then they'll sell 100 tickets at €10, and they'll sell 100 tickets. If they've got 100 tickets at €21, then they're less likely to sell them all.
Stan says, consider it a parade dessert party without the dessert.
But they only have to sell 50 tickets at €21. They'll make the same amount of money.
We could just take desserts.
True.
We'll take our own desserts. We'll take a 4-pack of yogurts.
Hugh,
Yeah.
you beautiful human.
French set yogurts.
You have segued so beautifully into our next thing.
Yogurts.
Because when we have a season at Disneyland Paris, what do we have to go with the season?
Yogurts.
Snacks. Look
I can't tell
at
you what
that.
order these pictures are in.
No, I don't know.
And I'm going to
So
have
we,
to sit forward to change them.
we're
over
just
as
going to
well,
have to go for it.
we can work
So
this.
what we've got here, I'm also leaning forward, is we've got a tree shape, a kind of a wonky tree shaped Christmas tree.
That's a cartoon. That is how I draw Christmas trees. I always give them as like a curved lean.
A
It
jaw.
does look like one of your sketches, actually.
Yeah, I can literally show you. I'm going to pull up something I've done recently.
And while you
you'll be
do
able to
that, I'll
see.
say what it is. It's vanilla cream, dark
While you
chocolate
shut up.
hazelnut heart, crunchy almond, and milk chocolate.
That sounds divine.
Yeah, so Disneyland Paris often do these mousse-based snacks. Now, I know that you can get this at, I'm going to try and look at where we can get these because we haven't got them written down. But I know that you can get it as your pudding at Chateau de la Marionnette. But this is up as a snack, so I'm just going to look what I wrote. I hope it doesn't mean I'll end up crackling.
I do like the first picture we've looked at is yogurt has yogurt on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yogurt with a fruit layer. Everyone's favourite yogurt. And some Magnums.
A fruit layer. Just a fruit layer.
Just a fruit layer. Yeah. Do you want me to move forward?
Hang on, just let me find out where
Hang
that's
on.
from. No, I don't know. I haven't got it down where that's from. Ah, that's a pain. I apologise.
Maybe it's on one of the other pictures in a minute. Is it? No.
No.
Oh.
Right, just hang fire. That exists. We will try and find out. Oh, I know where it's from. I do. It's from Victoria's. Is it? Because you can get Magnums and things.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Oh, I
Right.
can't find a tree. Just trust me.
We're not
I
winning
trust you.
here, are we? Go on to the next one.
I have put
Next
the
up, we can't even see that.
I have put the blanket on our socials though, so you can find the finished
I'm going
blanket.
to try and zoom in on this so we can actually see it, but then that's going to cause problems in a minute.
I can see it from here. So here we have a creamy Christmas cold brew, which is milk, coffee flavoured cold brew, concentrated, whipped cream, cinnamon roll flavoured syrup, and a caramel sauce.
Can you have a cold brew that's coffee flavoured? Isn't the whole idea of cold brew that it is coffee that has been cold brewed?
Yeah, but I mean, they're
So-
translating here, aren't they?
Is it actually coffee or is it coffee flavoured?
It's interesting because it looks to be mainly milk and syrup as opposed to like what a cold brew would be just a full flask of coffee, wouldn't
Pretty
it? Usually?
much, yeah.
This is from Victoria's, which what makes me think the other one's from Victoria's. Also on there, you have Mickey waffles with either caramel or Nutella. No, I don't know what happened to me just then.
Mint.
I started buffering.
Mickey
It was
waffles.
just a glitch in the audio.
Yeah. So there's that one. That's from Victoria's. The next one's, I believe, from Victoria's as well.
Is that
No,
different? No. Do I need to go find a different one?
doesn't matter.
Are you sure?
We'll go on. Go on to that one. What's this?
This is Le Menu Hivernal.
I'm getting that tree.
I'm
Right.
just having to resize again, so bear with me.
Yeah,
everybody.
this is from Chateau de la Marionnette. Now, I'm going to say this is a bit bittersweet here because they have
Salted caramel.
my favourite my favourite sandwich of all time usually. They have the like ham pretzel roll and
Oh, you were talking about this
pickled
last
cabbage. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
But they've switched it out for the Christmas season, and now they have the winter burger, which is pulled pork, reblochon cheese, onion confit, copper and melted reblochon cheese. That's repeating yourself. I don't know. You're doing all sorts of things.
There's your treat, though.
Yes, you've got and it's on a brioche bun. And then you also get the fries, and then you also get that tree that we just talked about, and that is the winter menu. I'm not a pulled pork fan on a burger, I have to say.
I am.
I
I
tend
am
to
as
find
well.
it too wet. And it's not got structural integrity
Well,
by its nature. So
I find that if a burger is like, lacks integrity, I just get a knife and fork to it and eat it without picking it up, and it's
Okay.
fine.
but
It's fine.
Look at this burger I
you
had
really
today,
don't
Chris.
know how delicious that ham pretzel sandwich was.
Oh, that looks like a good burger, Hugh.
It was, thank you.
Where did you get it from?
This place called, what's it called?
Salt and crust.
Salt and Crust in Batley,
Salt and
Yeah.
crust in
which is
Batley.
not far from 37 Disney Street.
So that menu was €22 at
this the other bit of
Chateau de la
Victoria's?
Marionnette.
This is the other bit of Victoria's, isn't it?
Yep. So let me get back to that one on here. I'm sorry if I'm making things buzz by having my phone with me again.
Yeah. There's potential buzzing, but also me moving pictures around on the screen, which isn't great for people either.
So here we've got this. It says cake to share. Now I've seen pictures of this in real life, and I beg to differ. This is a cake for Lucy. This one. It's at a push it might be for two. Not very hungry people.
I think when they say at Disney in particular is to share, it's not due to the size, it's due to the price.
Yeah.
So you think €21, we're sharing that. We're splitting that.
That is a lot, isn't it?
Maybe I haven't seen one that was photographed very well to scale, but it didn't strike me as being like a
It won't.
gatto.
No, it won't be huge.
Anyway, it's chestnut cream mousse, which interests me. I can't even imagine what that tastes like because chestnuts is such a solid flavour. Anyway,
I think that sounds nice.
blackcurrant insert, Yule log.
Blackcurrant insert? Well, like, can you pull it out if you don't want it?
Just love it.
Like a sheet.
They also have pumpkin king pasty.
It's easy for you to say.
It's really trying my teeth today, is this thing. Vanilla mousse entremont and praline heart. With a praline heart. So it's mousse with mousse in it, I think.
It's mousse with a... So it's a mousse with a praline mousse inside of it. What's pastry about that?
It's like Pimp My Ride.
Where's the pastry?
Yo, dog, you like mousse? We put some mousse in your mousse, dog.
But it's got Jack Skellington
is that the meme?
pumped on it. You can also get Christmas amber beer.
Embossed.
Hey!
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Where's this?
Victoria's.
I'm not like a, you know...
A theme park alky.
No, but like, it does look like it's got a nice, cute, Christmassy label as that. How much is this beer?
$7.50.
Okay.
I think that's bad. For a...
You think that's bad, or you
No,
don't think that's bad?
I don't think that's bad for a Disney beer.
Do you know,
It
we've
is
never
a
sat in
Christmassy label.
Victoria's, and I think
Have
it
we?
might be and I think it might be worth a punt for some.
Where do we normally sit? Cable Cafe.
Yeah,
Right.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
let's do that.
We've
Should we
spent
do
enough
that?
already. We might as well.
I know, Jesus.
Sod it.
Right, what's next, Christopher?
Let's see what's next. What order did I do it?
Food. Ooh, yeah. So these are all over the place.
Pause, Gouter.
It's 15:15, by the way. We're going to get past through all the news today.
Yeah, we are. This is the last bit of news.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
down.
I
I
think
have not
so.
been paying attention because I thought this was like the second item.
It's just been one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah.
So these you can get at various places such as the Cable Car Bake Shop and all those kind of places, but notably food trucks in the studios. Now these are places that let Hugh down constantly. The food trucks in the studios, they're either shut, they've run out of whatever
Yeah.
they're getting.
2 is like a repetition. 3 is a pattern. Oh, I've just held my fingers up and it's released a load of balloons on screen. There's been twice in a video I've gone, oh, look at all these snacks, but, nowhere's open, but you can look at the pictures!
Yeah.
So I just need a third one now to complete a trio of me saying that. But
So
you can look at the pictures!
Well, here's one for you.
Because
to
those
do
trucks
that
are always shut.
What we've got is ho-ho cake pops. And these are chocolate cake pops. And they've been decorated like Mickey and Minnie, but kind of glittery. And they've got holly in their, I won't say in their hair, but sort of pinned to their ears.
with. Wow.
Yeah.
Real holly.
Well, no, we're talking fondant icing.
Okay.
Come on, Chris, keep up. Then we've got the Holly Bow Jolly Lolly biscuit. I am not kidding.
Holly Jolly Lolly biscuit.
Holly Bow Jolly Lolly biscuit.
Holly Bow Jolly
It's
Lolly
a
biscuit.
Holly Jolly Lolly biscuit.
Holly, right, let's just hold up here. A Holly
Hold it still.
Bow Jolly Lolly biscuit.
Holly Bojo. It's also called an extraordinary sable.
Holly Bow Jolly Lolly biscuit. Holly Bow Jolly Lolly biscuit.
Have a Holly Bow Jolly Lolly biscuit.
Oh.
It's the best time.
And
of
guess
the
what it
year.
is?
Is it shortbread?
It's a shortbread biscuit that's
Decorated
decorated.
with Nutella.
Is it
Yeah.
on a stick? Is that where the lolly is?
Nope.
What's the lolly bit then?
I don't know. They really are.
It should be called a Holly Bone Jolly Not a Lolly.
The patisserie chefs at Disneyland Paris are just some of the most intriguing people. I'd hate to play Scrabble with them. Do you know what I mean? They'd be all over. Yeah, and that's where there's a typing error and it says the Mikey waffles. Let's get it.
Joey says, I've seen mini rolls bigger than that cake to share from the DLP report pics. Oh
The
dear.
one on the other side doesn't translate quite as well, does it? Because the French actually works really well. It's a
What we're looking at?
delicious gâteau ho-ho.
3 mini Mikey waffles.
It's called the ho-ho cake pots.
Mini Mikey waffles. Is that a typo?
Yeah.
Mikey? Hey, yo, I'm Mikey Mouse. I'm the cousin of the famous guy, with the red shorts and the clogs.
Mikey!
Hey, hey, listen, you want some good times, you call him Mickey. You want someone to fix your car, you call me Mikey, okay?
Okay.
I'm Mikey, I'm your buddy.
In the same place, you can also get three Mikey waffles, Mickey waffles,
Three Mikey
with whipped
waffles.
cream. Please tell me this. Oh, Oh, with whipped cream, no Nutella. Nah, I'm going for the Nutella ones in Discoveryland. Right. Is that... No, there's one more, isn't there? There's a big menu one.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So this is... we've got...
No Montega.
That dessert's getting around, isn't
We've got
it?
that
It's on every menu. That wonky
dessert.
tree.
Same wonky dessert.
There's no avoiding this tree. I'm having that tree.
But then we've also got the mountain style burger. Now you can find this, you will guess it, at Cowboy Cookout
We're going.
and Hyperion.
We are going.
We've got beef burger, DOP rib block and cheese, onion confit, copper and melted rib block and cheese sauce.
Are we there enough days for us to have those
might just have to add a
restaurants
couple of days
and
on.
go to this place?
I mean, yeah, if we're eating, if we're having 2 full meals a day, I was going to say eating twice a day, which is daft, but because we've got, unlike us, usually we've got 3 restaurant bookings, which we don't usually have.
So what's in this burger again?
Meat.
Beef burger,
Yes.
DOP rib block and cheese, onion confit, copper and melted rib block and cheese sauce.
So cheese sauce, onions, and
Spam, eggs, bacon,
I can see bacon though. Can you see? I can see bacon in that, but they're not admitting to it.
I can see bacon now.
You know what I mean?
Fondue.
Maybe that's the onion confit. Is it not pieces of onion?
It's a confit of onions.
I'm intrigued. I'm more drawn towards that than I am the pulled pork burger. However, in Christmas, I prefer Chateau de la Marionnette. It's just so cosy.
You should go buy both, Hugh.
Yeah.
Buy both and go sit on a bench somewhere and eat them both at the same time.
We can buy one at one and both sit in the same one. Or can we? I'm trying to think. If it's busy, there is someone on the door sometimes at Pinocchio's, isn't there? Whereas Cowboy Cookout, I feel like you could sneak in more. It's a bit weird sneaking in food from a different restaurant that's all from the same company, essentially.
Now, there's one more.
Or we could just say, I've got dietary requirements, and then that's it.
And I just want to credit...
They'll run away.
I think it was Pixie Dust BE that I got this photo from. I do like to credit who we're getting it from. But this is at Lucky Nugget, my favourite restaurant.
Picture now,
yeah.
It's so nice.
So someone's going to have to hold it up for me. But this is also, I'm going to tell you what it is. Oh, Hugh might be wanting this instead. Curry fried onion bun. Shredded deer with onions and chestnuts.
Deer?
Carolina Gold barbecue sauce. Cabbage and carrot pickles. They've lost you.
I don't know. No, keep talking.
Bacon summer truffle flavoured raclette cheese and savoury shortbread served with fries. Savoury shortbread. Oh, that's the antlers of the savoury shortbread. And then you also get a sundae.
It does sound good.
A vanilla sundae.
Sunday.
And this is where you get your Christmas amber beer as well.
Where is this?
This is at Lucky Nugget.
DLP report, I think, put a picture up of them trying this and said it was pretty decent.
I don't think we'd go to Lucky Nugget and Silver Spur.
That's true. Can you show that to the screen so they can see it? Because the main feature is the antlers. Yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. So that's your
Look at that, listeners.
savoury shortbread is sticking out at the top of the bun. But that is an extremely adventurous burger. I mean, what's the bread to start with? What did it say? Onion.
Curry bun.
Curried
bun, yeah. Curried onion bun.
curried onion bun.
Certainly curry's favour with me. Doesn't work because a lot of people don't know that the expression curry favour.
Shredded deer.
Shredded deer.
I know, that sounds really severe, doesn't that? Poor deer.
What is it,
deer.
deer? What do you call it when you eat deer? What's it called?
Venison.
Venison, yeah. I just find
Thank
it
you.
really funny to have just called it deer.
Yeah.
I think this is where the French literally translate things. They're like, no, we do have a word for that.
But there are enough, surely, like in this day and age, even like ChatGPT would have known to call it venison, surely.
Deer sounds more appetising than venison to me.
Does it?
Venison sounds a bit like organy.
But venison sounds like some kind of meat that maybe you wouldn't eat, whereas deer sounds like Bambi.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Well, I am as well, but a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't want to eat Bambi.
Oh,
I don't eat Bambi himself.
Thea says, I think the bacon is the copper. You see, this is what's so weird when they give you these translations. They translate words that don't need translating, like venison is the same in French, but they call it deer. But then they don't translate copper to bacon. Now that changes everything.
Isn't copper a cup?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's all incredibly perplexing.
Do you know what bacon is in French?
What?
Copper.
Lard.
Lard.
Says-
lardons.
Says here.
Of course
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Lardons are like small bits of bacon.
Yeah.
Can
of
you
course they are.
translate copper?
It's funny though because lard is a different thing here, isn't it? Copper, like that.
Yep.
Copper.
Oh, it says copper
At the
bacon.
Copacabana.
Yeah.
The hardest point of the Havana.
Yeah, it's a pork
Francis.
cold cup.
So,
Thank you, Thea.
Watch that episode.
we are going to be trying as much as we can possibly try, and we will report back.
Oh, that's a good point. John says shredded Rudolph.
Shredded Rudolph.
That's devastating. I actually,
It's just the nose.
on our honeymoon, we went to Iceland, and we went to quite a posh tapas restaurant. And they've got all the options, and you can choose the menus one, or you can just go for the Icelandic menu. And so I just took a punt and went for the Icelandic menu, and they brought out like 5 different tapas. And I had puffin, reindeer, whale meat, Icelandic lobster, which it's like nothing I've ever tasted, and I've kept trying to taste lobster since, and no lobster I've ever tasted has come close to Icelandic
I wonder
lobster.
if Icelandic lobster's like human brains.
I had I had fish fingers, chips and beans from the kids menu. I can't remember what I had.
I can't remember what my 5th thing was. My 5th thing was something we have here, like lamb cutlets or something. But yeah, I had puffin, reindeer, whale, and lobster.
I had lamb's brains in tapas once.
Did ya?
That's when I decided I wasn't vegetarian anymore.
Really?
I saw someone on Threads today saying, I've just seen someone having Yorkshire puddings with chicken, and so many people are going, oh my God, what's that about? And I was looking through trying to find a reason why chicken and a Yorkshire pudding was bad. Eventually someone said, you can only have Yorkshire puddings with roast beef. And I thought, since when?
I can have Yorkshire puddings with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
People
odd.
say you can have them with jam when they're
Stir
cold. So
fry.
why can you not have them with chicken?
People have very odd rules about, oh no, you can't eat that with that. You can only eat mustard with, what you have mustard with beef. Like, no, do what you want if you like the taste of it.
I used to
Who
have.
cares?
I used to have giant Yorkshire puddings with baked beans, which is
Oh, yeah.
good.
Oh,
But
yeah.
also
Oh, that
giant,
sounds good.
Giant Yorkshire pudding with curry, with a chicken curry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really good.
Cool Pasty has Yorkshire puddings with everything.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Tanya says, I think the chestnut mousse is quite French, isn't it? Tanya also said earlier, where are you? And I didn't know what you were referring to.
She did retract that message though.
Oh, really?
The Yorkshire pudding thing. I used to work in a school, and there was a competition for kids to come up with it was like a BBC competition for kids to come up with a new recipe and then kind of write a bit of something about it. And one of the girls in the school from Pakistani heritage did a recipe for Yorkshire puddings with curry in it. And she won nationwide, and we had James Martin come to the school. We had cameras in. It was really, really good.
You've still got James Martin's phone number, haven't you?
I do.
It's probably
Can we call
expired by now, but...
Can we call him and ask him to say duck? Because do you know he says duck? He says dack.
Dak.
Dack. He's a Yorkshireman and he says dack.
That's
instead of
weird.
Duck. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Let's ring him and find out if he does.
Ring him.
Can we call that?
He got there and he was lacking some ingredients, so I was like
Was it
a spare body, and he sent me to Tesco, and he went, if you've got any questions, just give me a ring, here's my phone number. And then I toddled off to Tesco with a shopping list and James Martin's phone number, feeling really, really posh for myself. Right. Toby Carvery breakfast comes with Yorkshire puds. That's what I want to hear. Yorkshire puds for breakfast.
Yeah.
The most famous phone number I had was Patrick Mower's.
Mowers.
Yeah.
Patrick Mower.
Not Sir Patrick Moore. Patrick Mower. You know Patrick Mower?
No!
He's been on Emmerdale. I think he was the voice of Bounty once, like maybe in the 70s.
Was he?
Yeah, he was almost James Bond, I think.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
No one?
No, this is great.
I'll show you a picture of him. It's time to go, you
I'm
know.
just wondering how much we're alienating.
Can you do an impersonation of him?
how much we're alienating our international listeners when we're like, we have Yorkshire pudding with everything. Everything.
Does it ring any bells?
And then we talk, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
there is
Patrick
now,
Mower. Yeah.
He's in Emmerdale.
You just don't know
He's
the
a
name.
silver fox, yeah. Well, kinda.
Why have you got his number?
I can't remember. Oh,
Right, so
I was doing some illustrations for a book he was writing, but he didn't like them.
why don't we ring both of them, both him and James Martin?
He was very picky.
And have like a group conversation
Yeah.
about Disney.
Can you
How good
imagine?
would that be?
I bet James Martin's been to Disney.
I bet he has.
I bet he has.
Yeah.
I don't know about Patrick Mower. I think we've gone rather off kilter. Is there any more business we need to be talking about, guys?
We do have trip reports, but I left my phone in the car, so I'm not doing it right now.
Well, it's too late
But
anyway.
it's time anyway.
Yeah.
But as always, if you do have any trip reports, please send them to us at mailbox@37disneystreet.co.uk.
Cheryl had Yorkshire puddings with a chicken pie today
Good on you.
and gravy.
When you
That's
say
carbs
chicken
with carbs.
like that, it makes me think of vegetarian chicken,
Chicken.
which is called chicken. And not
Right,
chicken.
here's the thing, guys. We've said this on the show before, right? I say chicken,
Yeah.
and everyone I know says chicken. Now, this is one of those things where I am happy to be in the minority because it's not chicken. Come on now, let's grow up. It's chicken.
One of my friends said,
Chicken.
One of my friends said, I'd like to come and meet your dog. Can I
yeah.
come round next week at dinner time? And I said, well, these are the evenings when I'm available.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I want to come at dinner time, not at tea time.
Oh dear.
So I said,
Breakfast,
do you
dinner,
mean
tea.
lunchtime? Do you mean lunchtime? Is that what you mean?
We need to standardise this because it's confusing.
I can cope with tea time.
Yeah.
I know you and I disagree on this, but to me, dinner is a meal that can be eaten at any time of day. It is like a big main sit-down meal.
Some
so you can
people
have
think
your
that.
dinner at lunchtime, you can have your dinner at tea time.
Do you
Some
know?
people think that.
But-
You know the English stereotype of we take tea every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading Tenants of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte, and now I know why we have that stereotype. So every second page, somebody is sitting down to have tea with someone else.
Americans,
Tea.
I still see like the odd program or whatever where like an American will say, if you didn't know, guys, in the UK everything stops at 3 o'clock for tea. No, it doesn't.
No.
It did in my grandma's house.
Some
it
people
always
might
did.
have a cup of
Did it?
tea,
Oh yeah.
like in the kitchenette at work, but like there's this idea that all the shops shut. It's like a siesta, but everything shuts at 3 for tea. No, it doesn't.
At my
I don't even drink tea.
as a kid growing up, my grandparents were very regimented about these things, and they had coffee time at 11 o'clock, so they had 11s, and they also had tea time at 3 or 3:30.
I think my
depending
grandparents
on my
had
granddad's
it
shift.
about 3.
I must say,
A couple of sandwiches and a cup of tea.
when I was growing up,
Bit of cake.
every
That's
kind
in
of
the past.
adult in my life, they had a tea tray. Go and get the tea tray,
Yeah.
and it would have your milk jug, your
Yeah.
sugar and your teapot on it, and they'd just bring out the tea tray.
Yeah.
Then everyone would have tea. So to be fair, that's right.
Yeah.
But we don't have a tea tray because we're not proper grown-ups yet.
This is good Disney content. Are you so glad that
It's
we've run
time
over by
to-
4
it's time
minutes
to
to talk
go.
about tea?
It's time to go.
It is. We're going to do Patreon now, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're doing
well,
anything clever?
Probably going to be more of this.
We're doing a
Except
Christmas.
while we eat these.
We're doing a week
Oh,
Christmas tour of our Christmas house because we now have a Christmas house, and I'd quite like to show you some Christmas things from our Christmas house.
I'll try and focus on
number
making
one.
the audio right next week. We'll see what happens. We'll have a bit of a chat about it offline
Yeah.
and figure out what we want to do about that.
At least we worked it out.
We did.
I think that we should talk about the Christmas offerings on Disney Plus as well, because we can scroll through them now we're in the living room and talk about what we like, what we don't
Okay,
like, and
yeah.
what's classic. All right then, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. I've been Lucy. These have been the boys. You've been great. Bye bye.
Smell you later.
That was clever. That was clever.